Oh, this is Ross Marquand. I'm here with Don. Want to say hi to Jimmy, Casey, Steven from the Dead Truth Podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Dead Proof Podcast. My name is Jimmy.
Casey.
Steven.
How's everybody doing tonight, guys?
Did you say he said dead poof?
I'm tired as crap, man. It's been a long weekend, guys. Look, I've been fighting my cat like for the Christmas tree. So yeah.
Oh yeah, good old spray bottle. I remember those days.
Yeah, that's what's going on tonight. How's everybody doing?
I was doing good. It was first day back at work after being off all week.
Yeah.
Oh dang, you had the whole week off?
I had the whole week off and I ate like nobody's business.
I hear you. So how's everybody's weekend go? I know Casey's went fine. How did yours go, Miss Dawn?
Just recovering. I'm still recovering from the trip and work.
I hear you.
How about Mr. Steven?
Mine went good. We didn't work this weekend. I feel like we've been working because if those don't know, I have a like a 9 to 5 here, in town, and then I do the tours on the weekend most of the time. So, and Monica does too. She does both. So like we've been working almost 7 days a week here for like it seems like since the start of the summer.
Wow.
So we decided to go to the mountains this weekend. So I didn't do any tours. We went up to the Smoky Mountains and just hung out and rode around, looked at the lights and all that stuff.
Awesome. I just did tours this weekend. Been pretty busy, but besides that, I didn't pretty much do anything either. So let me ask y'all's opinion really quick. Let's go and jump on it. What y'all think of this last episode?
Literally the last episode.
Yeah.
I liked it. I gave it an 8.
Yeah, overall I liked it. I just didn't like that ending.
Felt like I was watching the infomercial.
Right.
What about you, Steven?
I'm not gonna say I didn't like the episode itself, but I didn't like it as the last episode. Does that make any sense?
I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
I do.
Hey, we got some Twitch users, by the way. Hey, everyone on Twitch.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. It's
Yeah,
new.
Twitch. Yeah, I see that. It's cool.
Yeah, I'd forgot we were even going on Twitch anymore.
Yeah,
Right? That's
that's
awesome. Welcome.
pretty cool though.
Thanks for
You
joining
might be
us.
our first Twitch comment, maybe.
Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah.
That's
That's
cool.
awesome. Go ahead, Steven. Didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, go ahead, Steven.
No, that's cool. Yeah, I don't know. Just like I was saying, I liked it, but I didn't like it as the last episode. Like I feel like I don't know. I guess we'll get into it more, but I feel like it should have been. I don't know. It just what it didn't. There were parts of it where they hit it, and then there were a lot of parts though that just could have been better and could have been done.
I feel like the time frame they were handed, it was good.
What do you mean? They've had all this time?
Yeah, they had over a year and a half.
Yeah, but that's a lot of crap they got to get in.
No, they didn't get nothing in.
That's the point. He didn't do nothing.
I mean, I love it still. I'm not.
They wrote this story out and casted stuff before they knew that, bam, the show was canceled.
No, no. I don't think it was ever canceled. I've always heard that this is like this. I mean, I don't think they were expecting anything more.
I think they were canceled because of the money issues with Netflix. And
I agree with that, but I think they had plenty of
streaming right.
They stretched out the shelf life of this story enough. It should. They're lucky they got to 12.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm with Pamela. I think the experience I enjoyed more than episode because it was awesome watching it with friends and
Y'all
family.
stop being negative Nancy's.
No, it'll never take away that was the final episode of the show, and
I think they did a good job. They couldn't get to every character and close that story because I feel like they're going to use some of those characters in the spinoffs.
In the spinoffs.
Yeah, but what about the characters they're not using in the spinoffs? Like the only one we lost was Rosita. Like
I think half the cast should have died.
there should have been
I
a
was
couple more
expecting
deaths.
a higher
Yeah.
death count.
I mean, even in the last 8 episodes, and as a whole, I mean, I kept
Well,
expecting.
they were doing it to please the fans. Everybody complains when somebody dies, and I
But
think
that's what they
saved
love.
those
That's the point.
characters.
That's the point.
Yeah,
That's the
that's
point.
that's not good to do that.
You-
Like,
Yeah, but they saved them to be in the spinoff. Rick wants to see Aaron again.
I'm
Rick
talking
wants to
about-
see
yeah.
King again.
I
Rick
think
wants
half
to
of them
see
should die.
Carol
I think
again.
I think half the cast should have died straight up. No joke.
No.
The way,
Yeah.
the way the episode actually started airing. And
Okay, you know who I thought should have died of all of them?
Who?
Yumiko's group. Because
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
agree.
really care.
I agree. They
Yumiko,
should've
all
died.
them.
And they did, yeah.
They most of them should have died. I agree with
yeah, I
that.
was about to say I'm surprised they didn't because nobody would have cared. Like
Right.
they brought Dan Fogler back. You know what I
Just to
mean?
kill him
He
off,
went
yeah.
out just as quick as he came in.
Right?
What's up, guys? I'm dead to you. To be
They're like,
honest with you,
hey, we got to kill some more people. Let's bring back Dan Fogler
Right?
and kill him. But Heath, who knows what's up with, you know what I mean?
Right.
And don't even
And-
mention him.
Right. And Jennifer, like she just said, we never saw Heath. I would have loved to hear what Heath was up to, you know?
I think I'm gonna get a little hate, but I think we should have lost
Okay.
more than that. I think
Did
we
you
should have
all
lost
watch
like
that
major
show? I
people.
watched some show and it said that Greg Nicotero was talking with Denai and Andy for over a year on this spinoff. Over a year.
Okay.
But my
What's-
whole thing is, all right, I've been invested more than a lot of people. I've worked for this for a long time, and Stephen has too. And I think it should have been more of a shock factor. Everybody went and had all these tissues ready to cry, and we lost Rosita.
Well, we loved it.
We did have a lot of good
I mean, for real. I remember somebody, we were doing the viewing party, and somebody brought in a box of tissues, like Kleenex.
I
Oh.
did.
Yeah.
Oh,
and I'm
did you
like,
know?
okay, it's going to be a good night. And everybody left happy. I'm like, no, this wasn't good at all.
Right.
Hey, everybody left happy because we saw Rick Grimes.
You saw an infomercial. He could have been selling hand
Yeah.
I
grenades.
don't care. I saw Rick Grimes.
Yeah, I went to Nissa. You know, I thought more people were gonna die, and she's right. A lot of people did stop watching after Glenn and Abraham died, but it's the series finale, so you could have killed everybody, and it doesn't matter if they don't come back.
I'll be honest with you. I think, and I'm going to get a lot of hate for this. You should have lost characters like King Ezekiel. You should have lost characters like Aaron. You should have lost characters that meant something.
Well, and the people that I hear on like tours and stuff that say they stopped watching when Glenn died, they're just like casual viewers
Yeah,
that just
exactly.
like, you
Gotcha.
know what I'm
Not into
saying? Like,
hardcore. Yeah.
yeah, they were just there with their sister that loved the show so much. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I'd rather seen the grown kids too. Matter of fact,
Yeah.
the
I-
stuff I had coming to me was all that grown stuff. That's what I had, the information I had.
Right.
I
well,
think I even told Casey about that. I'm like, this is
Yeah.
the information I had.
That's
No,
what I
I
wanted to
wouldn't
see.
rather seen the kids grow
I-
because I have no emotional connection with who those characters are.
It
now.
doesn't
They're not
matter.
even the
They're
same
those
actors.
characters that they grew up.
you
It
don't
doesn't
know.
matter.
Yeah, you don't know what they would have like, what the scene would have been. We don't know yet. Like,
Right.
it could have been just a quick little, I don't know. But
They
I've
read
said,
it. You could read it. It just said the RJ was on the radio
Awesome,
saying, "Is
Sam.
anybody
Well done.
out there?" And they were
Yeah.
all in that
He was
truck.
right
And
or
somebody
whatever.
says hello.
I said on this show that I bet, but this was before those pictures leaked and the news leaked, that I bet they shot a scene that they cut out because they thought maybe, you know what I mean, it wouldn't
Oh, well,
end on
Jimmy
the.
said that.
Well, the thing was, this is what I heard from studio. This is what I was hearing. Okay, they had filmed them as grown-ups. I think I told us after the show one night.
I missed that.
Yeah, and then they came in because some of the people in AMC did not like the ending and redid it.
I think
mean,
AMC wants to hold on to that, so they want to do
because it's
Walking
more,
Dead
they're
2.0.
basically like
They
Scrooge
could
McDuck.
though. They
Yeah.
still could.
It's like Scrooge McDuck. You got to hold on to his money back because I get it. But it's at the same time is you can't sit there, and we've been waiting how many years for this? All these years, and not have the ending that you truly deserved. You could have come and did prequels or anything else. You could have done anything.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, you wanted to pull at your heartstrings in that moment. That was the last episode. We're getting to that. So why not lose big characters? And
Right.
Rosita didn't get the death she deserved either. Remember, Nicotero said, "The bigger you are, the harder you die." Remember?
I think Rosita should have passed that baby off, fell back
Yeah,
into the
and died.
walkers, and
Straight
got,
up, and then
got
ripped
just,
apart.
she was gone.
Ooh, that'd been
Okay, Jimmy.
And then they could have devoted a
said-
lot more of the episode to some stuff that had substance. I don't know. Not that
Yeah,
didn't have
I agree with
substance,
Stephen
but-
on that.
Yeah,
What you
that'd
got
be
to say, Don? What you got to say?
what's up?
Okay, you said the bigger that you are, the harder death you have. Well, what about
Yes.
Carl? He just got bit, and that was it.
That's the part Gimple screwed up on. Gimple screwed all this up. I'm sorry, he did. The moment he killed Carl, that Andy left the show after that. He derailed this massive train we had.
Yeah, but
going
did he
down the
kill Carl or did Carl
And-
want to leave? I
track. No,
you know what I
Carl
mean?
did not want to leave. Gimple killed Carl. He fired.
And that wasn't the final episode of the series, though.
Well, that was the spinoff.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm saying
To me, the spinoffs is not The Walking Dead. To me, the spinoffs are the spinoffs. That's totally separate. And we didn't get the just of what do you say? We didn't get the lead up to that spinoff. I felt like we got a commercial.
Yeah, I didn't like that part.
I mean, how do you feel about it, Steven?
at the end.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I knew that was coming, but not in that form. I mean, I didn't. I mean, it didn't really tell you too much. You know what I mean? It just wasn't. It was just to get. Yeah, you got to watch the spinoffs. That's like you said. It was. It is what it is. I'm not hating on it, but it's exactly. It was a setup for everybody. To,
It's
And,
still
and
was.
Carl, and for the comments, Carl didn't lose due to money. It had nothing to do with that.
Yeah,
He-
but okay, put it this way. You're all saying it's a commercial. Now, don't you think all the Walking Dead fans that wanted to see Rick Grimes in that last episode because it started with him and it ended it with him, and if he wasn't on there, I would have been pissed.
yeah,
I
Oh,
would
they
have
yeah,
been-
yeah.
They could have
No,
totally
I-
done it
my point
differently.
is, my
Yeah,
point
I'm not
is,
saying, yeah.
It
He
shouldn't
had
have
to be
been-
in it.
what we're saying, Don, we wanted to see him too. I was actually excited he was here, but instead of being like a
Well,
commercial, you could have seen him.
they
and be
could
done with it. I don't want
They-
a commercial.
they could have put him in without leaving like without these little hints and stuff that lead nowhere that you're gonna have to watch the spinoff for. You know what I mean? They could have brought him in and not had all that stuff in there. And
I was
had,
expecting some kind of reunification.
yeah,
and
yeah,
then
exactly.
The spinoff be from the time he got off the helicopter till then. That would have been
Right.
cool.
Even if it flashed ahead 15 years, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna smash this stuff in the comments. Okay, what happened with Chandler? Okay, I'm not. The show's over, so I'm gonna say what actually happened. He come down here to make a tour company with his daddy William. Stephen was around. Well, he started that tour company, and AMC basically said, "Look, you need to nix this because it's a conflict of interest." He didn't want to nix it. Therefore, when he come back to the studio, he axed him because his daddy wouldn't stop.
That's
So
what I
he ended
heard.
up getting fired from the show because of it. Had nothing to do with money, had nothing to do with anything with Norman saying it his fault or anything. That's what it had to do with. And Andy left because his storyline was messed up because Chandler got killed. So that's basically what happened. They can say it's because of kids. That's honestly the way I feel happened. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I just had to nix that a little bit.
No,
A little bit.
You
What do
would
think,
know.
Stephen? I mean, you were around back then when he was doing that crap.
oh yeah, I remember those tours. I almost
I
did one
mean,
with
I
him.
don't know what happened.
Well-
I assume there'll be more said here in the future now that the show's over with. But
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about when he had the zombie dad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
is
the
it?
driving tours or
Yeah,
something.
I
Yeah,
don't
it's
have
like a
any.
caravan.
I don't have any comment about the tours at all, but that was his agenda. But I just feel like that hurt the tours. I mean, that hurt the show too.
Well,
Carol-
what was kind of oh
Carol said we got the perfect ending.
I agree, Carol.
You could have had Rick on the commode using the bathroom. It's a perfect ending.
I will say something that was kind of messed up about that whole situation though, is that he was coming on, like he would come on to tours.
It ain't like he was going to be a part of them.
Yeah, well, he'd
Yeah.
come on to tours before he started his company, and he would do tours multiple times as Chandler's dad and come along with everybody. And then he was taking that information. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And he was doing it at multiple tour companies. I mean,
He
I'm
did
sure
it.
he came
He
to
did
Harrelson.
us and Atlanta movie tours.
Yeah, I
And
heard
Windsor
that.
tour. Yeah, he would come around. We knew him well. Like no
Right.
joke, we knew William really well.
He was
Right.
poaching information pretty much.
Right, right.
Yeah, and he
Did he
learned how
also
to do it.
Did he do a concert at Harrelson?
He did do a concert
yeah.
for us. Yeah. He's all I'm gonna say. He's a nice guy. I'm not saying anything in the world
I know
bad
what
about
you're
William. He's a nice guy, but I think what happened between him and Gimple, well, there's a little conflict there, and that's what happened. He ended up leaving. Chandler had to go from the show because of it.
Man, that's
Me and Steven, and like people don't think we know what we're talking about. Well, hell, I used to hang out with William back then. He used to come. He did a concert for us. He worked with us all the time. I used to know William really well.
Yeah, he was all about that band.
Yeah. And like all you had to do is say, "Hey, man, we got a concert. You want to come do it?" And he's like, "Heck yeah!" And he went down there and just started jamming out. So I mean, the thing is, I think it did get derailed by all that. But let's get back on topic. I'm sorry. Let's talk about the
All right. I took who's that? Oh, I took a ton of screenshots. We obviously don't have to go through every single one of them. I just went crazy. It's the last episode.
Oh snap!
Let's do it.
I know that floor. I know that floor too well.
Yes.
Noonan Hospital emergency room. I actually got pictures from there. Let me send them to you. Rick.
Yes, you do. And tell everyone what other famous scenes were filmed at this hospital.
Beth and Daryl.
I'm gonna let
laying
Dawn
on the
tell you because
ground.
Miss.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Dom.
Go ahead,
I
Dawn.
said it reminded me of Beth and Daryl when they were out in the field.
Oh, this scene right here.
It's like a callback to me when I saw that, and they go up
Gotcha.
when Beth and Daryl was laying in the field when they were running from the prison.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, this is the actual hospital that Beth died in.
Mm-hmm.
Daryl carries her out. So this is the last time we see the title card, and I guess this was a foreshadowing because I expected more blood, and there wasn't a lot of death in this final episode.
That's
Disappointing.
foreshadowing. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I was hoping for the last one it would be solid red, man.
Right?
Just
Me
saw,
too.
even if there wasn't deaths, even if there wasn't
Right.
just
I
solid red in
expected
general.
more. Yeah, I expected more right here. So
Or the blood to keep running over it and then just fade to black. You know what I'm saying?
right? Oh, that'd have been cool.
Hey Casey, by the way, those pictures were sent to you, buddy. They're on
Okay,
the-
yeah, we'll grab them in a minute.
It's fine. Go ahead, buddy.
So yeah, then we got the alleyway, right? We're picking up where there's trying to get out of the alley from being cornered from the walkers in the Commonwealth.
Mm-hmm.
And I just took the reason why I took just a bunch of screenshots is because I actually got to go there finally. This is in Griffin. And if anyone ever has seen it, I need to actually share it to the Dead Truth podcast. But I took some 360 video and pictures.
By the way, if Elisa's in here, her picture was like the one that she got. The poster was actually on that corner right there where Josh McDermott was just shooting at.
Oh, right here.
Yeah, it's like right around in that area. I have to show her where it was, but yeah, it's around.
Nice.
Go ahead, guys.
Oh, you're good. And it was confusing being there because on this side, you know, this is real, but the wall that's on this side was built for the episode.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was a little confusing when I was in that alley. So Eugene, he's working in this episode.
Got that rat tail, man, or a
Right?
ponytail. That's a rat tail. Yeah.
Look, that thing's whipping too.
I know, right?
Little Debbie Green cookie snack.
Our little first victim of the episode.
Now, see, I've been hating on it, but these were some solid scenes, right?
They were,
there.
man.
I mean,
I was like, I was all hyped up. I'm like, everybody gonna die, and nobody.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, death count. Here we go. Yeah, so here's that fake wall I'm talking about. So this was built for the show. So it was cool to be there in that alley. That's pretty neat. So then, yeah, we had like a second bite, right? we have our second death of the first 5 minutes of the show.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh man, here we go. And yeah, Dan, like I want to say I like this death, but what I like about this death is that they tried to cut off his leg, and save him, and he didn't make it. And I like that because
I do too.
You know what I mean?
It's not always going to work.
It's not always going to work, right? And it just worked for Lydia. So I did like that they added this death, after an amputation, just to show that hey, doesn't always work.
Right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know, but my face expression was kind of like Daryl's when he was watching the whole thing.
Oh.
It's like I cared, but I didn't cry over them. It wasn't like
it wasn't. It definitely wasn't right.
No, they just brought them back to kill them off, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So this was cool. Daryl gives Judith a blood transfusion, and this is very reminiscent of her dad. Episode 1 in a coma in a hospital. So this
and the Carl scene where Rick was at. Yeah. So were you gonna say that? My bad.
No.
Did I cut you off?
No. But you're right. So it's the whole throwback, just family in hospitals.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't understand how Daryl was like, "I'm never going to leave you." In the end of the episode, he's like, "See you later." I didn't get it. I'm
it's no different than Michonne being gone for over 2 years.
Yeah, right. But I mean, it's the same thing though. He's like, "I know your mom and dad's up, but I got to go too. See you later, girl."
Right.
Bonjour.
Yeah, exactly.
So we see Mercer get rescued. This is a cool reunion with a sister.
It's all revolved.
And with Princess. I thought that was funny.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, how about this
comedy relief?
Right. How about this scene about getting the kids back, man? This was a good little action sequence with Rosita.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, it started off, it came in hot.
Yeah, it came in real hot. Then we get the variants, right? We kind of talked about this last time, right? This is the Darabont walkers are back. This is very reminiscent.
The walkers was a threat again.
Yep. Yes. And again, this is why I thought we were gonna have more deaths. You know what I mean? They're actually, because climbing on a car doesn't do anything for you now. They'll climb up there with you. I mean, normally you'd be safe behind glass,
Shout out to the walking David on YouTube, guys. Making
cool.
Comments. Yeah.
Nice. And
I had pieces of that glass,
Jimmy,
by the way.
Yeah, my buddy Jimmy got some glass from this scene, and he got some for me.
Glass. Oh yeah.
Woo. Can't wait to see that.
It's actually pretty cool.
Oh, there's some of that glass right there, Jimmy.
Yep. It's really interesting about the glass. It can't cut you. I was trying to cut myself with it, and it wouldn't cut. So I was like, that's kind of cool. I was like, this is not real glass. It just felt different.
Right. It's that movie glass. What'd y'all think about this scene?
I was like, there's no way Eugene climbed.
Thank you.
I don't know that I could do. I mean, well, Eugene might be stronger than me, but I don't know that I could. I mean,
I think y'all are hating on chubby people right there.
Not only do I find it hard to believe that he did it, but I totally don't believe that he did it and Rosita couldn't.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And I don't understand why they didn't let Rosita go first.
I thought women and children were first.
Like, see you, Rosita.
I don't know though. If you're getting, you know what I mean, chased. I've done some miraculous things when I've been chased before. Like, hopped over some fences and stuff. I was like, damn.
Right. That's good. Monkey's fast, man. To get you.
What chased you, Steven?
Right.
I don't know. It's been a long time.
I can see one of the guys going first, especially for this scene, so they can help pull her up. But both of them to go before her? Come on now. And they both care for her. So why would, you know what I mean? It's not like these are just two guys.
They wanted her to defend the walkers.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, and I actually when she fell, I thought, here we go.
And the Walking David's got a point. Yeah, in what world would they pick Eugene to go first anyway? Like he's going to be the slowest probably,
Yeah, I agree, man. I just
and not just because he's bigger. He just always has portrayed that image of just being a nerd.
Well, you would think he would panic under stress. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay, and I have a problem with this scene because I can see Rosita jumping out, but they would have had that baby.
Right. At least toss the baby or something.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of hoping would happen. Like I said, she would have got him the baby and then got drugged right back down, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Now I wasn't expecting this. This was kind of cool when he got up.
Climb under a dumpster and
right. Which you can't do that no more because now they're smart walkers. They'll just crawl under with you.
No, the garbage smell hides it.
So yeah, Rosita gets, on top of the ambulance after that and jumps and makes it. And Jimmy, where's this location?
It's in Noonan. It's actually by the old courthouse. I can't remember the exact name of the road right there, but it's right over there by it.
So they must have cut out when Daryl was on top there.
Yeah.
Was Daryl when y'all saw filming? Daryl was there.
They said originally he fell off an ambulance. How he got a concussion.
That's
what they're trying to say, but I don't know. That's what they're trying to say.
But I think that street. I think it's Cherry Street is the name of that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's right. I can look it up real quick. Give me about 2 minutes. Sorry.
Yeah. I did get another good 360 video walking down this alley, and I got a 360 picture standing right where Rosita's climbing up there. So I need to share that on the website. It's pretty neat.
It's on Perry Street.
Perry.
That's why I was thinking Cherry. It's
next to Cook's Office Equipment Company.
Okay.
It's between that and the Oink Joint.
Yep. Oink Joint.
Well, the Oink Joint's the best barbecue in Noonan, Casey.
Is it? Okay. We went Meats and Greets. Is that
Meats and Greets is good.
That was good.
It's real good. Yeah, it's good. But I love the Oink Joint. I eat there all the time.
Okay, I have to try that next time I'm in the town.
Yep.
All right, so now we jump over to the estates, right? Pamela's locked out, all the citizens, and they're cornered. Got walkers coming up behind them. Where's this at, Jimmy, again? Is this Fayetteville?
Fayetteville.
I didn't go to that one. Miss Dawn did.
I did.
Okay, this is Fayetteville, right, Dawn?
Yes.
Okay. And it is a real subdivision, a very expensive.
They have their own pool and tennis courts and everything.
Yeah, it was pretty impressive. I felt very like I didn't belong there. But yeah, this gate right here, this was made for the show, evidently, because this particular gate is not actually there because you're just able to drive in. This was interesting because I think this is when they started hearing the Commonwealth soldiers shooting on people climbing the fence.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh crap," Here we got to see a little bit of Lydia's arm.
Just nubbing it out.
Yep, got her little green sleeve on. That was pretty good. What'd y'all think of Negan here talking to?
I really enjoyed
Maggie.
it. I'm glad that they had that conversation because it needed to be had. But I'm glad that she didn't forgive him.
I do. Yep.
Yeah, I do like that she's trying, but I agree that she shouldn't forgive.
Right, and because she can't get that vision out of it, and that made perfect sense. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like you're right. She doesn't want to hate him, but because she appreciates all he's done since then, but she just can't get that visual.
And like I said, I think it hit the mark in some spots, and this is one of them.
Yes, this was really good.
Yeah.
Yep. So here's right. This is where we find out Rosita was bit.
And not to change the subject, but guys,
yeah.
remember, like in the episodes before, Negan said he should have killed everybody. So
Yeah.
now him saying that he was sorry is really a big progress for him.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Look, somebody gave her a hickey almost instead of a bite.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't show it because I don't think they actually like showed a close up or anything.
It's awful clean too.
Yeah.
Right?
My whole complaint, it took her so long.
Yeah.
It was like took so damn long.
Now,
I
we
didn't like
don't-
that either because just the last few episodes, right? We were seeing people turn
Well,
like
I
quit.
kept trying to justify it in my mind, saying that we really don't know how much time had passed. You know what I mean? In
Yeah.
between that, but
Well,
still, it just felt like the way the pacing of it felt like it was a while.
Yeah.
Right.
And plus, she didn't even get a fever.
Yeah,
Right.
and not only mention, she went to dinner, she went home from the alleyway, she went all these places, and then decided to lay down and chill out, and then she turned.
Well-
Right.
not even turned, she got killed
And that bite definitely would have been more infected by that point.
without a doubt.
Right. And I think somebody in the comments just said, it didn't even bite through her shirt. Like there's no tear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did the walker go, all right?
That's that variant.
I don't get it.
It's a
It's
very
It's that variant that doesn't like cloth. It doesn't like the texture
Right.
of cloth. So
It's called the
cloth
Copperfield
bite.
bite. David
Right.
Copperfield.
right
Yeah.
toast bite.
That old,
Yeah.
It's that old bougie variant.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, here's Judith. Oh, this was cool. I like this little exchange as she's waking up.
Yeah.
Oh, what? I don't know. I lost my mind. I even asked my wife, but what was she talking about here?
I don't
Well,
remember.
She knew that Michonne went to look for her dad, and she didn't want to tell Daryl because she was afraid he was going to leave too.
Oh, that's what she was talking about.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why I said he gonna leave anyway. Don't listen to him.
Yeah. He going to France.
No, my wife said I gotta go over here and buy y'all.
Okay. Well, thank you, Don, because I was just like, what is she talking about?
Well, I mean, I think, that's the only thing. And if you think about it, because where Michonne had radioed her and said that she was going to be a little bit longer because she had found something.
Mm-hmm. No, you're right. That makes perfect sense. Oh yeah, so here's where we see one of the Commonwealthers get shot. Okay, here's where the episode started slipping for me. So Maggie didn't have a clear shot, but as you can see, I was able to get a still of her crosshairs right over Pamela's, clavicle.
Mhm.
She could have pulled the trigger at any second. Like, what the heck? Why do shows do this?
I'm thinking honestly, they're too damn scared to even kill simple characters now.
That's a flashback to Negan.
Yeah.
Right. It's like, come on, man. This is where it started to lose me. And the walkers are drawing near, and so this is actually where we turned into that subdivision. So that's why I took this screenshot, just in case anybody wanted to do any location scouting. But this is where I came in off the main road. So yeah, this is actually the trees right across from that subdivision. And then here's when you're going in. So this is real. This stone entrance, but the gate right here, that's not real. So just a heads up. And then this is another part where it just started
Yeah, that part was like not.
like cheese, right? Like all this tension, and it's, what are we doing? You know what I mean?
Well, I
Like,
think
come
it's 'cause
on.
when he said we ain't the Walking Dead or whatever.
Right, right.
Yeah, I was
Right.
like,
Yeah, this is kind of right there.
Hmm.
All this action, I don't know. it kind of started losing me here. You know, the tension. It was losing the tension for me.
Yeah, it felt like you ran off the road a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, this was cool. You know, she finally gets arrested, which, you know, we all assumed because we're too
But I
scared to
love
kill her.
Mercer. I want more with Mercer in it.
Same. I thought this was cool to see Lance again.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was really
I'm
cool
surprised
to
he
see
didn't.
Lance.
I'm surprised he wasn't turned a little more because hadn't it
think
been
it
a few
was.
days.
I think they wanted to make him recognizable, though.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, I thought that's why the arrow is prominent, but I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
And this was cool to see the Commonwealthers, you know, fighting back with right shields. This reminded me of Oceanside.
Oh yeah.
So pretty cool to see some Oceanside tactics. And I'm just glad. And I've seen somebody say this on Facebook, and it might be even this group, but I was glad to see Living Color. You know, this is a perfect song for this scene.
You know,
What
I love
you guys
it
think?
actually.
Yeah,
I
this is
love
one of my favorite songs, and so I thought it just fit so perfect for this. Oh, here's the fountain. So that subdivision runs into a roundabout, and this fountain is in the middle of that roundabout.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And I took this screenshot. I was wondering if there's anybody in the pictures that we recognize, because, you know, there's a pretty good shot. Kind of like how Denise Huth, you know, is the governor's wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did anybody in the comments or you guys, anybody recognize?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, same. But I was wondering if it was
I
somebody.
did too. Yeah, I was wondering the same thing.
Gotcha. So yeah, they have all these fuel tanks everywhere. You know, they pour gas everywhere, and then they light it up. This was pretty cool when that record player goes off.
It was cool.
Yeah, and this was, and I think I saw somebody say this in the comments before, but like this was one of the best explosions in the whole series.
Mm-hmm.
They used all their budget on that.
They did. They used every last penny right here. I thought the same thing. It reminded me of Terminator 2. You know what I mean? The Judgment Day. It had that vibe. Oh, and I love Pamela's in jail, and I love Carol's. At least we don't have to worry about who gets your house, dude. That was a stick burn right there. I loved it. I love Carol. We see Negan with his mask. Throws it away. Does he just carry that mask around with him? Like, I was kind of.
Apparently so.
I don't know if I was reading too much into this scene, but I was like, was he just having it in his jacket, or what's the deal here?
Is it? Yeah, I don't know either. I was wondering if it was even the same one, or I don't know. It looks like it.
Right. I mean, were there whispers in those walkers? I mean,
I don't know, but I might carry it around too if I had it.
just in case.
Maybe she had it and was burning it to put that behind her.
Ah, okay. And Dawn, here's the scene you were talking about where, you know, she basically says, I can't forgive you. And yeah, I thought that was an excellent choice because, yeah. Now, granted, they got a spinoff coming, so who knows why they travel together. But I do like her decision not to forgive him. All right, another good song. We got Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah, but you think that she will forgive him in these spinoffs? Like, you think they left it like that? That way there would be more tension between the two during the spinoffs?
No, I don't think she'll ever forgive him, but
Yeah, I
there's
just think
something to make them work together. You know what I mean?
I think she was fair with him. That's all he can.
No,
really ask
yeah.
for.
I mean, she shouldn't. She shouldn't forgive him. I wouldn't forgive him.
Right. I don't know if his wife ends up dying and that's how they kind of can get
See,
along.
And that's
bothered
it.
me. They didn't even show Annie. It's
I
like,
know.
Yeah, I thought
can't-
she was goner, but they didn't even say anything. And nothing was even.
Right. I was surprised by that.
Once again, characters they should have killed. Just saying.
That would
Yeah,
have more of an impact.
I think so. I don't know if they're saving that for the spinoff or what, man.
Mhm.
Guarantee it.
Yes, they have to now. But my whole thing was they gave Negan a reason why he went off with Maggie.
Right. It was cool to see Dog.
Oh yeah, dog finally made it in the last couple seconds.
Yeah, Dog. Yeah, a little cameo.
Yeah.
And the way it
You
looked,
better show Dog, or people would be rioting.
right?
Yeah.
Toast to Luke. They didn't mention anything about what's her name, but they gonna toast to Luke. Magna and Yumiko. So here's where she tells Father Gabriel. And then we just get another prolonged death scene.
She should have been
Yeah, I
dead
thought
like
that
2
was a little
hours ago.
much.
This was a little long. And did y'all get nervous? Like they kept leaving her with the baby? 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm like, why
Yeah,
would
they,
you
knew,
do that?
they knew she wasn't going to turn into a damn walker. She had like 20 hours left. She's fine.
They're like, we read the script. She's not turned in.
Yeah, right.
It was like the scene in that last Lord of the Rings movie or the Hobbits or.
I was thinking about Forrest Gump. He was in there with Mama.
Yes.
Yeah, Forrest Gump.
Yes.
It reminded me when Bob died. Everybody coming in.
Yep. Yep. I mean, I liked that. I liked that it was Eugene went in there to see her and talk to her. She passed, but it just was so long and I just thought they left her with Coco way too much.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think she should have been dead in 15 seconds and been over with. And we went on to the next scene. Yeah. I don't know. It's boring as shit to me. I'm sorry.
I hear you.
And if you watch the after show, she wanted her character killed off.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, you mean
supposedly-
she wanted a like a walker death or some kind of gruesome death? You mean?
She said she wanted to end to her character.
Yeah.
She wanted out the show. Be honest. That's the only thing she wanted. No, but she probably bored of her death too. It took 2 hours.
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised she didn't leave the show because she's been pretty successful off the show. You know what I mean? She had the Selena show, and
She did
So-
really good in the Selena. It was really good.
I've been meaning to go watch that. I definitely want to check it out.
It's actually really good. I watched it with Monica.
Yeah, it's
It
really
was-
good.
I guess I
Sweet.
need to
Pretty
watch
good.
it.
Sweet. It's on my list, along with all the 3,000 shows I got.
I'm not sure I watched all of them, but what I saw of it was pretty good. Oh yeah.
I got
Well,
you.
she
man.
was very powerful in this because, like, I already knew what happened to Selena. I already watched the Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah,
one,
the Lopez
but
movie. Yep.
She made me cry. Like, she moved me to cry,
Wow.
even though I
Okay.
already knew what happened. So to me, that's good acting.
She
That
didn't
is.
need to try on this episode how long she took to die. I'm just saying it was stupid. Stupid. I was
So
sitting there.
mean, Jimmy.
I'm saying to myself, die already. I'm tired of it. Just die. Damn, die.
So here's our the new Commonwealth death memorial.
There you go.
We see Rosita, Jules. It looks like Luke over here. Anybody know who Marissa is?
I don't know.
Okay,
I
wasn't
don't
just
know,
me
but
then.
That's in Noonan, by the way, down the street.
That is a new name.
Maybe it was just one of the Commonwealth people that died or something.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was wondering if you guys knew.
Maybe in the comments they probably know.
And it wouldn't be a Walking Dead episode without the time jump.
I'm surprised it wasn't like 1 year, 7 days,
Yeah,
and 11
5
seconds.
minutes. Yep. So yeah, Jimmy. So Saturday, after we started setting up for the viewing party, Jimmy did a free tour in Noonan, and this was one of the first stops, I believe, right, Jimmy? This is where we started.
We started the tour here. Yep.
And it was very cool. You know, not hadn't seen the episode yet, obviously. It was very cool to be in an area that we knew was going to be in the finale. So that was awesome, Jimmy. Appreciate that.
No problem. I appreciate y'all coming. It was a lot of fun for me too. It really was. I enjoyed it more than y'all did. Trust me, it was cool.
That's awesome, man.
Yep.
So we get to see Eugene has a family. I love this.
And that's Kari Payton's baby in real life.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yep. That was pretty cool.
I'm just glad Eugene ain't hiding in the closet with peeking at people no more. He ain't doing
Right?
stuff himself.
Right?
Yeah.
He had his own smooth dolphin scene, I guess.
Yeah, he grew up a little bit.
So yeah, this is the same park. Oh, and Jimmy, I think these benches are the benches that are up here.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because when you took us to this park, these benches aren't there.
Oh, wow.
But when me and my wife went back on Monday, we noticed all the benches were up on the sidewalk up here. So
Cool.
we're not sure if they just moved them or what.
I did take this picture. I just sent to you that too.
Okay.
You share that later, but I thought it was cool. I actually went back after the episode aired and took some pictures myself.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Nice. So yeah, this was a cool speech by Ezekiel, even though I think he should have died.
He's the governor.
He is the governor.
He should have died.
Yep.
I'm right there with you.
He is the governor.
I would have been satisfied if he died and Ross got like the kind of
the Rick treatment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
leader treatment.
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean, Aaron. I'm sorry, Aaron.
Aaron, right. Yeah.
I totally agree with that, Stephen.
I will say he's definitely an excellent choice for governor, right? You can kind of see him leading up to that.
I would say I know who would be an excellent Sheba, my kitty cat Hannah. She would be up there growling like hell, knocking Christmas tree balls off and everything. She'd hook it up.
Right.
And see, I thought that the whole Carol claiming Pamela's house, I thought that was foreshadowing to her being like running everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which
Right.
it wasn't.
And then what was Mercer, lieutenant governor or something? In that?
Yep.
Oh, and I just had to take the screenshot real quick because I thought this kind of summed up the viewing party. You know, because Ezekiel talks about how, the Commonwealthers, they're not family, they're not brothers and sisters, and they're not related, but we're all one family. And I thought that was really related to that viewing party. So,
and I was about to say, just because we're saying that these characters should have died doesn't mean we don't like the characters.
Oh,
I
totally.
love the characters. I love the characters.
Yeah, no, I love Ezekiel. I just,
without a
You all
doubt.
are lying.
But that would have hit hard.
That's what we're saying, though. We loved them so much that them dying would have made you cry. That would have struck a chord.
Oh, that would have pulled, yeah. Because
Yeah.
just like Ezekiel, because he dies in the comics, right? He's one of the stakes, though, in that scene. So, and that's what I like about the comic and the show, right? Because
They're different.
as it got later, things would still happen, but it would be to different people, just kind of mix it up. And that's why I wanted that flash forward ending, because that's how it ended in the comics. Just obviously Rick and Carl aren't involved because they're not on the show, but they could have easily done it with other characters.
And they could have thrown in a short scene. I mean, just a super short scene after either right before or right after Rick and Michonne's little section. I mean,
I think that would have been a nice after credit scene.
Yeah, like even after post credit scene.
Post credit, yep.
I don't understand why they didn't put that. Like, if they didn't, even if it was just quick.
Right. But yeah, I just love the scene. I love this quote. We are family. # Walking Dead family. All right. So we get this gift from Judith, or to Judith from Negan. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
You get to see the name wall one more time in Alexandria. I guess Outpost 22 now probably gone back to Alexandria now. This name wall, by the way, is in the Sonoya Farmers Market in Sonoy. But that farmers market's only open on Saturdays. I think it's 8:30 to 1. So just kind of a tip if you do plan to visit Sonoy and you would like to see this part of the wall, it is inside the farmers market.
I have a theory though.
What's up?
And Nick, I don't know anything. I knew some of the stuff they were going to do with some of that other stuff, but I don't know for certain about this. I have a feeling they're just storing it there. They're just looking for some place to be able to mount it to where it can't be, like, you know, because it's small enough to be stolen.
Yeah. Oh, secure it, you mean?
Yeah, like somewhere they can mount it to something. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
To where somebody can't get it. Because they've got those 4 pieces of the wall sitting over there still in the corner. Those big pieces.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So, I mean, they could put those up somewhere and put the Welcome to Alexandria sign on one, mount this to one of them.
Yep.
To where you can't, like, you know, take it.
Yeah. and these are the 2 pieces they have in a Sonoya market. But as they pan, did you guys remember there was more names? I had forgotten about this.
Looks like we lost Dawn.
Uh-oh.
She'll probably come back. You're mad.
I don't think so.
I'm just
No,
kidding.
she wasn't
I'm
mad.
joking.
But did you guys remember other names? I had
Not.
forgotten.
I mean, if I did, I never noticed. Oh, what's
Going
going
back.
on?
We
Hey,
losing.
Don, we lost you.
I
I was like, what did Jimmy say?
ain't say nothing this time.
I was like, what happened?
Don's like, I'm tired of this hate parade, man.
right.
Hey, I've been showing love on the scenes that I think are good.
Yeah. But yeah, I didn't realize there were other names.
Yeah, if it was there, it never really stood out to me.
Yeah, I don't recognize any of these names.
They must. Why show it separately like that? They must be new.
I don't know, but it's as they pan over to, was it Carol and
Yeah.
Daryl, I think, and that's why it's blurry because it was the camera.
I don't know. I see Sam there.
Man was a kid.
Oh yeah, Sam.
Yeah.
That's right. And Jesse, was she the
Mom.
Mm-hmm.
Rick's?
Oh yeah, I see Jesse
Mom?
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
Deanna's at the top.
Oh,
There you go.
okay.
Oh yeah, that must have been there.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't remember that. So I thought that was pretty cool. And that piece of the wall is not in the farmer's market. So
No, I got that one in my garage in here. I'm just kidding. I would.
Nice.
It would be my backdrop if that was the case.
Right. And so here we finally get to see the windmill in its colorful glory. You know, a lot of people who had visited Sonoy there at the end, right before they tore down the wall, this is what you were seeing. So yeah, you finally get to see it on screen now.
Now, I had a theory about that turned out not to be true.
Oh, what's up?
And I think I want to know if they shot this, because the way they painted that windmill, the way they painted it made it seem like they were going to do a time lapse of them painting it.
Because they painted it in like stages,
Sections, yeah.
Oh,
So they would paint a little bit, and then they would film something. It looked like they would be down there filming something. They paint a little bit more, and then they would be filming, and they paint some more. Now I thought it was so. I used to tell tours, I think we're going to see a time lapse of it getting painted, and it
that's
didn't turn out.
interesting.
So now I'm wondering if they did it and it just got cut out.
Right. See, that would have been cool. And I don't have the exact scene, but evidently Carl is somewhere in here. Did y'all see that on Facebook?
Was he a Hilltop or was he?
Oh, was it Hilltop? Okay.
No, from what I saw, he was in both. He was just so far deep in the background
You
that
just couldn't see him.
you wouldn't have been like, hey, that guy was just at Hilltop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From what I've heard, he was at both.
He was at both. Okay.
I don't know for sure. I know some people that worked that day. I'll have to ask.
Yeah. I thought that was cool though. Evidently he wasn't even planned either, right? Evidently he was just kind of showed up and they kind of threw him he was in his street clothes and they just threw a hat on him and threw him in there. So I thought that was pretty cool. Got to see Jerry. Jerry survived. Woo!
All of them survived, buddy. All of them survived. I'm still crying about it. All of them survived.
Yes, I was very scared for Jerry. Didn't think he was gonna make it, but it
Well,
was
see,
cool.
I think you're gonna.
Oh, it's all right.
This is not what I wanted, but I mean, this is what I think should have happened. What I thought would have been cool was to see a Walker Jerry come back, and that be one of the.
I was totally hoping that would happen, that we would get Casey at conventions.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah, this outfit looks hard. I don't know how to do all this.
Hey, man, you be snazzy as shit, though.
Right?
Oh, dude, what if you had a Walker Jerry that was a variant, and when he saw the group, he recognized them? Like, you know what I mean? That was one of his cognitive things, and he like.
He goes deuces.
Yep.
Or just you see like you kind of see a motion in a walker. You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
Like that would have been freaky.
But yeah, these are in front of those apartments. This is behind the walls, not there anymore, so you can drive back there and see this building. And we get to see little Coco, little grown up a little bit. And then I thought this was funny, you know. I want to talk about the future. Obviously, she's talking about the spinoff, and I'm surprised. After little did I know, a Rick and Michonne commercial was about to air. I'm surprised she didn't say, "I want to talk about the spinoff." To Negan.
I'm surprised she wasn't trying to hawk American Express cards or something.
This was a good scene.
This was a good scene. Daryl and Carol.
Yes.
Right. They talk about her taking Hornsby's job. So I thought it was cool. I thought this was interesting. You know, it's not like we're never going to see each other again. I don't know if, you know, because remember, they were supposed to be in a spinoff together.
Yeah.
So I was kind of wondering, did they have to refilm this scene, or, you know what I mean? Or
I think they did, honestly.
yeah.
They did a lot of reshoots.
Really?
They did a ton of reshoots. I know the very last reshoot they did was Andrew Lincoln. That was, I can't remember what month it was, but
August the 11th.
yeah. Dawn's got the damn date. Good God.
Hello.
Anyway, I was the one down there, Don.
Well, I knew because I missed him by one day because I was there on the
Did
track.
you really? Oh, that's wild.
Well, the thing was, he was supposed to film on a Tuesday, and they had to not film on that Tuesday. And then what was that, Wednesday or Thursday? You're supposed to be coming down Thursday. Anyway, the Wednesday he filmed, I seen him, and he drove by me. He was with Nicotero, and it was cool as hell, like seeing Nicotero on the passenger side and Andy riding by.
Oh, nice.
I mean, he looked like he was homeless that day. I remember telling Don, like, he looked like he was homeless because he had that beard and everything.
Yeah.
And apparently he's riding around with toe jam between his toes. But anyway, he drove up, went to the right, headed on down the road, and I'm like, well, that's really damn cool. And that was the last day I seen him. He was gone after that.
Oh,
and Don
wow.
arrived the next day. Yep.
Wow. I love this shot right here.
Yeah.
And DC's was posting pictures of this on his Instagram. And yeah, I love this. You think that's the studio
Yeah.
pond?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I was wondering.
I think it's a mixture of the studio pond and a little bit of CGI off in the distance.
To make it look a little bigger.
Yeah.
I gotcha. This was a cool scene. Where do y'all think this was filmed?
Studio.
I thought the studio, but I heard it was somewhere else too. I heard
I'm hearing it was some kind of a place in Grantville, but I'm not sure. I ain't got confirmation in that.
Okay.
Maybe
I've heard
somebody
it's
comments to tell us,
very,
but I don't know.
it's very private property. where
Yes,
it's-
Oh,
it
okay.
extremely is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, it might have been in that Fairburn place where they filmed all the wall scenes too, because that place is huge.
Oh, okay.
It's probably very
Well-
private property, and it's probably a good ways off of a road.
Yeah, but I have no clue. I've never been there.
I don't
Alright.
think it's a studio. I thought at first too it was a studio mixed with CGI, but I don't.
Yes.
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's not.
Gotcha. Yeah, it looked too long. It looked too, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
too straight to be the studio. And this was
Oh,
cool
boy.
scene. I didn't recognize who that walker was, and I think Christy's the one that pointed it out to me. So good eye, Christy.
Yeah, Monica's the one that pointed out to me when we were watching it because she had seen a picture of him with the
Oh,
outfit on.
Gotcha. But yeah, that's Greg Nicotero. It's the last walker that we get to see. So I thought that was very fitting.
Mm-hmm.
And he's riding off into the sunset,
He was the first walker that encountered Daryl in the last one.
right? All right, settle down, Don. Here we go. This is when the commercial started.
I love
It did feel like a promo, dude.
It
Now that
did,
I'm sitting
man.
here, now that I'm looking at it, like the effects with the fire and all that, it felt like a promo.
Right?
Yeah. I left Michonne out.
Nice.
Well, I mean, it looked like it was. Now that looked like a promo for her movie.
Oh,
Yes.
I know.
It,
Yeah,
was
that.
it kind of was.
Yeah.
The whole thing was.
I did like the parallelism, as they're going back and forth, but and I did like seeing all these cut scenes.
Yes.
Like I love how they pulled in, all the originals.
Yes.
I mean, this is cool.
I liked it, but that still feels like a promo a little
Oh,
bit.
I know. I agree. I agree.
I liked it though, but it felt a little bit like a promo still.
Abraham.
Andrea.
The lonely Andrea. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I know you love
Jesus.
her. I know you love her.
That was cool to see Herschel. Oh, that one hurt.
Yeah.
Beth.
Even old Beth.
Tyrese.
And look at Carol, man. Look how young, short her hair was. Oh, Sasha, Tara.
Enid and Alden.
Yeah, yeah.
Deanna.
Who that?
That's Jimmy's favorite, Rosita.
She's still awake on the bed right now.
Oh, she's still alive.
This was ridiculous.
This wasn't any bad worse than Rick's. I mean, it was.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know. I didn't think it was ridiculous.
I just think her outfit was ridiculous. Like we're in an apocalypse, like what, 10 years in, and she's got that on.
Right.
What about the Commonwealth soldiers, though?
And I like her helmet. That helmet seemed a little.
You know what I thought? What came to mind when I saw it was, remember her first appearance on the show? How different she looked and how different she was than anybody else. We had that hooded figure with
Yes.
two pets and
Yes.
a samurai sword.
Yep.
I mean, this is kind of like the next. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
that's how I thought it. Is there the next evolution of that?
right. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I thought that. I just didn't like that helmet.
No, I mean, I'm not saying I dug the outfit, but I don't. Oh, you say the outfit's ridiculous, Don, not the whole.
I
The
know
whole-
I know what they did. They went over to Fayetteville to the Marvel Studios, just took an outfit over there and brought it to the Walking Dead. That's what happened.
She just walked off set of
Yeah.
Black Panther.
Yeah, thanks for my free shit, guys. I gotta go to the Walking Dead now.
Right.
Yeah.
So is this the boots and bag? Like,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Rick's?
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Dawn to sniff them things out, boy.
Right? She said,
Those
give me
are
them boots.
Virgil had. And where'd he go?
Oh, I know, right? They're both writing letters to Judith. So this is where I was confused. Like, if she has the boots there, is this happening at the same time?
It's a pre-time. It's a time lapse. It goes back.
It
So,
shows
like, yeah,
Doc-
yeah. Go ahead, Dawn. I'll let you explain.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
this is where, okay, you remember on the boat where Virgil and her was on the boat?
Mm-hmm.
That's where she got that from.
Right.
So he tossed that and she found it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like going.
So
in
this is quote
Before.
unquote current day.
Yes.
And this is in the past.
Before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm surprised we haven't seen these phone cases in the Woodbury shop.
Yeah. I wonder if you can get them. Somebody should make them.
I know, right? I'm surprised this hasn't been made. I mean, because this is like writing on the front, but I mean, you could easily make that a clear case
Yeah.
and slap it on the back. So surprised we haven't seen that. Or maybe this was a promo for the case. I don't know. This is about the only thing I really did like about this was these walkers in the mud. I thought this was pretty cool.
I was like, don't get bit.
Right.
It'd
All
been
that toe
funny as
jam.
hell. He got bit on the damn toe and turned into a damn walker.
Yeah.
Only it would take him 6 years to change.
Yeah, how did it take? How did Rick go out? He actually stepped on the walker's face.
Right. And I guess obviously these aren't variants because they're just laying there. Like,
Well, they are variants. They're just lazy as hell. They just gave up. Like, fuck it.
right.
Like, fuck it. There's a walker.
There's
taking
a
it back and
jacket.
taking it
There's
off.
the
Yeah.
jacket. You see the Commonwealth logo?
That's a freaking cool jacket.
Yeah. Ooh, look at that, Don.
I
Your
know.
boy.
I'm excited.
It was cool to see him,
I was so happy to see him after 4 years. I was like,
right? And then Michonne, you know, she's going to football practice.
it almost looks like a lizard, outfit.
It was weird. I don't
Like a worm.
know, Steven, if it is almost like a samurai or a Bushido or you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't
I think
know.
it's a middle linebacker. Yeah, I think-
Light up.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It was weird. And I like this part, you know, we're the one who lives, and then it's got all these people. It's cool to see Morgan. That was cool to see that again.
Yeah.
Even though Dan didn't make it, so I thought this was kind of weird. We're the ones who live, and he's dead. But okay. We're the ones who live. Dead.
Dead. Dead.
Oh, wait. We're not all the ones who live.
You're all so bad.
Yeah, Jerry. Kids training. Princess's introduction. I love that. Some Oceanside. I think that's Terminus.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
We're the ones who live, and he's not living. I didn't get this scene at all, guys.
I didn't either.
Why would you ride into a horde of about what, 1 million?
It's all right. She's got her acrobatic outfit on. She's fine.
I don't understand that. If you're looking for Rick,
So
what does this do?
the
She's
last
free. She left her kids. She left her husband. She's good to go. She's a single woman. She's a baddie. let it ride.
what was Michonne? What was the last scene we saw her do?
That one.
Oh, prior to this, or
Ride off into a crowd, right?
So she
Mhm.
walked. She helped 2 people.
Oh, that's right. But so what happened with that?
Mm.
Like,
I don't know.
This is not showing what happened in the storyline. This is merely selling a product right now. That's all.
Right. This is where like totally lost me because I'm like, does she think Rick is one of these walkers? Like, what?
yeah, just go around or go the other way.
Right?
Woohoo.
Right. And then what city is this?
They said
Philadelphia, they say.
Oh, Philly.
Yeah.
In the show, they said Philadelphia.
No, they're saying in all the internet stuff.
Oh,
even
gotcha.
everywhere, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. And so, yeah, he throws that bag. I didn't get a screenshot, but he threw the bag into this boat. So that's what Michonne finds, right?
Mhm.
And it looks like, yeah, somehow he escaped, but then gets recaptured.
You know what I thought would have been cool is if they just showed Jadis in the helicopter.
Yeah.
That would have been cool.
Yep. So, Jimmy, is this what he was filming when y'all saw him?
Yes, he actually filmed it at the studio at the lake behind the studio.
No
They
way.
CG the rest of it in there.
Nice.
He was only here one day of filming. I knew it wasn't going to be a lot. I know they never filmed together. She filmed on the Tuesday. He filmed on that Wednesday. Don coming to town on Thursday.
Oh man, Don, you just missed them.
It's okay. He had a police escort out of there anyway. So anyway,
wow.
you would have got to seen him. You wouldn't have got to meet him.
Right.
Yeah. But it was cool just to see him again. But I'll be honest with you, I'm just not happy with the product we got. I think that they should have had something to do with the storyline instead of just a commercial. And I've said that many times, but I just still, I don't know.
I saw somebody take a screenshot of this and a screenshot of him riding the horse into Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was a kind of cool comparison. But yeah. Overall, though, this scene was like, what? More questions than answers.
Yeah. Like I said, they could have brought him back in a way that didn't end so I don't, you know what I'm trying to say?
Right. It's so fucking weird. Yeah.
Well, it just,
yeah,
that didn't leave it open ended. I don't know. I know they had to do it, but I feel like for the sake of it being the last episode, they should have ended it with an ending.
Right.
Yeah. I agree.
And here's what I think they did. They went, oh, people are going to call this a commercial. So let's just throw a last scene in here.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that's bull.
Yeah, exactly.
That's dumb. I was not a fan of this. I mean, if this minus the Rick and Michonne stuff would have been a good ending.
Yeah.
But to go to commercial and then come, and then try to throw this in, no.
It was kind of cheap.
Yeah, very cheap.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because other than that, this would have actually worked, We get to start over. You get
and I understand, I understand the passionate fans that just loved it, and I get it. But I've invested in, I know y'all have invested a lot of damn years in this. So it was very frustrating, right, guys?
Well, I'm a passionate fan. I like the
windmill.
I'm a passionate fan. I love the little flip flop of the windmill there.
Okay, I'll tell you this. This was a better ending than the Game of Thrones fans got. So
yeah.
So I'll take it.
Yeah, Game of Thrones, that was bad.
Yes.
Let me see what Jimmy wanted to share with us.
I just got some pictures of
I'll say this, it doesn't diminish the show for me. Those first 6 seasons, I mean, I like them all, but I'm just saying those first 6 seasons will always be special. 5-6 seasons.
Because back then we felt like we were a part of it because we were actually there. We actually watched it go down.
Right.
I think when they stopped letting us do that, it diminished it quite a bit.
Mm-hmm. Here, let me share my tab.
I just felt like the stories were better too. It's what drew me in back then.
Right.
I think the money got a hold to them. They couldn't do it all at one time. That's one of the pictures I got.
Right. So this is the fountain in the park. What it looks like now. It's got the Christmas set up. So there's this plastic bottle Christmas tree here. And they ran lights through all these columns, Jimmy, when I went back on Monday.
Okay.
So I bet this looked cool lit up at night.
I'll already go get a picture up there at night for y'all guys. I might do that.
Yeah. And then here's the hospital. So Jimmy, you think it was these 2 windows they broke?
Yeah, without a doubt. The one with the tape on them. They re-put them in there, and that's new glass. So they actually have new seals around there too.
So this is where the walkers broke it, and you found all that glass down here, right?
Yeah, to the left window, not the right one.
Oh, okay, the left window. Nice.
Yeah, they claimed quite a bit of it out of that right window, but they replaced the secondary doors. Like the first doors are right, and the secondary doors were open doors, and they had little handles to them too. So they replaced those and had a little Commonwealth sticker on the window itself, but everything else is up to par. And if you actually see the floor right there, it actually has the squares and everything where Daryl and Jesus were laying.
Yep, that's cool.
Yep.
And here's a further shot out. So this is the windows we were talking about, and then there's the door.
Yep.
Another shot of the windows. So that's cool, dude.
Yep. I guess.
Awesome. Well, Jennifer's asking us, is hospital closed? Yeah, it's abandoned, right, Jimmy?
Yeah, it's been closed for a long time. My kids were born there, so actually, I had a couple surgeries there and everything. It was a legitimate hospital about 10 years ago, and the hospital moved across town, and that's where it is now. And they were supposed to make that hospital like a mental ward, and they never did. So, movies been filmed there. Walking Dead, a bunch of stuff. Conjuring 3 filmed there. There's a ton of stuff filmed there.
Gifted. There's been a
Yeah.
ton.
Oh wow, Gifted. Okay,
Also, a Black Family Mafia filmed there too. Yep.
that's where you found those bullets.
Yeah, I found some the other day. We were on Facebook Live, and I found some when we were back up there.
Jennifer wants to know what shirt I'm wearing. So tonight is this is just a simple shirt.
Oh yeah,
Dead
like
in
the MASH.
Looks like MASH, and this was made and designed by Michael Yeager, who is one of the original walkers. And so yeah, he had these shirts made, and I went ahead and bought it to support him.
If y'all want to look him up, I know somebody asked about this shirt when I was in the bathroom before the show started. If you want to do that, I think Miss Carol, you can actually do it, but you can go to Jaggers. He's the one that made them. I don't know if he's still making them anymore or not. It's
Right. I don't know how. Yeah.
You could probably have that made on the internet somewhere on one of those websites.
I think the only difference is he signed the back of it, right?
He did sign the back of mine. Yeah.
Yeah. I think
He
that's
tried to bite me. He tried to bite me right here, like Rosita. But
yeah, he used to do that to everybody. Try to bite everybody. He was good at that. Yeah.
I got a cool picture with him in front of the CDC.
That's cool, man. Cool. He was a tour guide for Atlanta Movie Tour.
Yeah, Atlanta Movie Tours. Yep. My first big zombie tour.
Yep. All right, guys.
All right, so the episode's over, guys.
It's kind of weird to say that, huh?
It is. It is.
The show's over, not the episode.
Yeah, the show's over. It's
kind of weird.
And when is this spinoffs? April.
Woo.
Yeah, and the Rick Michonne spinoff supposed to start taping in like January, February, somewhere in that time.
Okay, and we think that's Jersey.
We don't know. Like if it's like Michonne was in the desert, he was in Philly, so there's no telling. No, honestly,
I'm hearing now that it's going to be split between a few places, kind of like Stranger Things was.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you might get some in Georgia, you might get some, in New Jersey. Like, Stranger Things did some in what was it, New Mexico, and then some in Georgia. You know what I mean?
Have you guys heard filming time frame for Daryl's spinoff?
No, but they've started.
Oh, they did start?
Yeah.
I hope they're filming in January.
They're filming. I would say so.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
hoping.
So.
You can follow him on Instagram. He posts his pictures every once in a while.
Okay, I need to do that. I'll definitely do that before I leave.
Yep. Twitter as well. He actually tells himself on Twitter.
Yeah.
Nice.
What we need is Tales of the Walking Dead to come back, but instead of all these side stories, tie into the stories now, like tell stories that weren't told. Heath, you could do an episode on Aaron and have it like before he met Rick or something, or you know what I mean? Stuff like that.
You know what I don't understand though is he was here. He was literally here in Grantville, filming Color Purple the same time this show was ending.
Who,
so why didn't he go from Color Purple over there just to film something? He was already here.
I don't feel like it was up to him. Corey Hawkins, who plays Heath.
I watched him film The Color Purple for 2 days. I watched him do it, and I don't understand why he just didn't go over there. I know it ain't up to him, but that you would think the Walking Dead would maneuver that around there.
Yeah, you would think since he's scheduling wise.
Well, the guy that taught Morgan how to use the staff, he was filming The Founder and Noonan at the same time, so he filmed both shows.
Oh, really? That guy?
Yeah,
I like him.
Same guy,
John Carroll Lynch.
Yeah. He filmed both of them at the same time. Like he would literally finish filming here one day, go over there next.
Oh, there's been several instances of that.
Yeah. I don't get why they wouldn't do that.
I'd like a Governor story again,
Mm-hmm.
Governor Origin or something.
The Wolves, and this is said the Wolves backstory. You could do.
That'd be good.
You could do the Vatos. They were supposed to have that one whole episode pretty much. You could do more on the Vatos. Just have tales, but have every story be a major tie-in to the freaking show.
Right. And then have an episode where everybody dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A what if?
A what if? All right, throw up our sponsors. Oh, go. What's up?
One more thing. I got the last box. You want me to open this thing in front of y'all?
The last what?
It's not
last
the.
supply drop.
It's not.
Well, it's the last one they released.
Well,
Oh no, it's already 10:23.
I know.
I'll throw this crap out real quick. It'll be all right. 5 seconds. That's all I ask. Well, a little longer than that. Let me throw this thing out.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll give you something out of here. It's all crap anyway.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, then all right.
You got my
heard him. You heard him.
All right. I'll give you something cool. Okay. This right here is a thing you go around your neck. What do you call this thing, Don?
Scarf.
Scarf.
that's
Yeah.
me. I got dibs on that.
Oh, you can have that, Don. Don can have that.
This right here is my favorite thing. It's Merle, the changing faces.
Ooh,
It's kind of like he's Merle Zombie.
that's cool. 6
I
and
guess
1.
it's the Funko Pop in the box. You did get it. Don't open dead inside.
Snow globe.
Snow globe. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm keeping that one actually.
No, me and Casey will take those two.
Yeah, we'll take those.
The Negan thing. The picture was actually pretty cool this month.
The canvas.
Hold on, I'm opening it.
Oh,
up.
it's 1 of 4, right?
Yeah, this is the last one.
Ooh.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
I like it. Actually, really the only one I did like, because I sold the rest of them at the thingy. And then what I didn't like about the box, and I know a lot of people liked it, but they had a script.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was the very last episode, the pink draft they call it, and it actually shows Daryl and stuff that happened in the episode. It's kind of cool.
But it's just a reprint, right?
Yeah. To me, I'll be honest with you. This right here, I know a lot of people loved it. Okay, I'm gonna say it like this: it's a piece of paper. You could have made this thing for freaking 10 cents. Okay, so they basically cheated you out of one of your gifts for a piece of paper. Yes, and they could have like, hey guys, you bought these boxes all these months. We appreciate you. We're gonna throw this in for free. Boom, there you go. We'll give you something else. They didn't do that. They're like, here, give you cheap shit and go on. But anyway, appreciate you letting me open it, guys.
And I appreciate you giving me that, Jimmy.
Oh, no problem.
Supply drop.
I had to give a Jerry to the Jerry itself.
Right?
There you go. And the resemblance is crazy.
He looks different when he's all shaved. I was kind of weirded out by that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked weird.
Yeah. All right, guys. Through our sponsors.
Sponsor time.
Walking Dead Harrelson, Auto Rats Plus, Water Tower Tours, Abraham's Army. The Camp, of course, Survive the Night, funnytshirt.org / The Dead Truth. Also, the Woodbury Shop, guys, for all your Walking Dead needs. Miss Dawn with the Patreons.
Melissa and Ben Gilbert, Barbara Katz, Eliza Jones, Carol Jameson, our own Casey, and me.
Whoop, whoop.
All right, guys. Till next time. Appreciate it.
Man, thank y'all. Have a good week.
Hey.